KNDY.
It's senior night, week 8 of the regular season. That's it for the regular season tonight. Marysville in the driver's seat, a chance to win and win the district and get a home in the playoffs next week. Jason Brenniger and Brian Croft king of the action tonight. We're in Marysville, Homer Hanson Stadium, Pat Landau Memorial Field at the Landau Sports Complex. Clay comes in at 6-1, ranked in the state, definitely the leader in the division. Marysville's their own destiny. And tonight, place in the district and do it and keep Rock Creek out of the spot. But tonight means a home game next week in week 9. We'll have the pregame for you right after this.
Tires aren't all the same, and neither are tire dealers. Find a dealer like Mike's OK Tire who carries Michelin and BF Goodrich tires. Michelin offers safe, fuel-efficient, long-lasting tires that provide exceptional performance and extraordinary value. BF Goodrich tires are built for drivers looking for high performance and aggressive styling. Next time you need tires, don't deal with amateurs. See the tire experts. See Mike's OK Tire in downtown Marysville for tires, repair, alignment, and service.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
310, sold 300. That's buyer 5-2.
Lose. Welcome back, Jason Brenniger, Brian Crott. We're going to bring the action, Marysville Bulldogs versus the Clay Center Tigers on our sister station tonight. Max Blasky has Hanover and Frankfort over in Hanover, so you can catch that on 95.5. Right now tonight on 94.1 FM, 1570 AM, streaming live on the app. Get it anywhere on your device. Brian, a big matchup tonight, a very, very tough call, tough task for Marysville here, but they do control their own destiny here.
Yeah, going against a very experienced Clay Center Tigers football team. Only losses to undefeated southeast of Saline, and they're fast. You just heard Coach talk about it. Brody Hayes is probably one of the best running backs in the state of Kansas this year, and Marysville.
Fast and experienced. We're right. Last year you were with me in Clay Center. We did that game. At halftime, we thought, here's Marysville going to dominate this thing, put this home game. Second half was entirely different, and it's the same we're going to see tonight that took care of that second half a year ago. So this Marysville team has a tall task.
I had the exact same thought all day today. Was we went to Clay Center last year and talked about how Marysville had the experience. Clay Center was younger. We believed Marysville's experience was going to dominate the game. Clay Center came out after halftime and kicked our butts. These guys are experienced now, so they were good last year. Well, none of them graduated, so
Indeed.
They came back.
So, but with Marysville, the sophomores everywhere. It's senior night, celebrating all the seniors that we had. But the sophomores from this Marysville team, in week 1 and week 2 and week 3, you can talk about inexperience. But by the time week 8 rolls around, if you've been playing ever since the beginning, you should have been getting some of that inexperience out of the way and should be a better performer at this point.
Absolutely. You're exactly right.
All right, so we'll have the Coaches Show coming up right after these messages.
Nordis Motor Company in Marysville has several pickups in on trade, including a like-new 2022 Chevy Silverado 1500 model. It's a Z71 edition, a local trade-in. They have a 2021 Chevy Colorado four-wheel drive, also a one-owner local trade, and a 2017 Chevy Colorado four-wheel drive, Z71, with under 38,000 actual miles. Used pickups in on trade, plus new Chevys as well, at the Nordis Motor Company.
At RX Drugstore, you will find an unparalleled level of customer care. Their friendly and courteous staff is ready to help you. Prescription refills are a breeze by calling in or placing your order through their mobile app or website, and free delivery is available in town in the Marysville, Frankfort, and Beatty communities. Your local Health Mart pharmacy provides prescription, over-the-counter, and durable medical equipment services, as well as stylish gift and decor items for your shopping pleasure. Stop in at RX Drugstore in downtown Marysville today.
Landau in Marysville is expanding and looking for career-minded individuals who want to work for a stable company that's been in business for 60 years. Currently hiring welders, painters, assemblers, fabrication, and maintenance positions. Experience preferred but not required. Competitive wages. Benefits include paid time off, paid holidays, incentive bonus, and employer-paid life insurance. Comprehensive insurance with $500 deductible. Gas allowance to drive to work and much more. Apply online at Landall.com.
When you have a debit card, you can pay as you go and not build up debt on costly credit card balances. Our debit cards are convenient, easy to use, and accepted at merchants everywhere. Each month, we supply an accurate, easy-to-read statement of all your debit transactions, freeing up your quality time for your family. Debit cards, better than plastic and easy to use. Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
We don't have to tell that harvest season is here. And while you're working the fields, Kramer Oil is on the road for you. Kramer Oil's commercial fuel delivery brings premium fuel right to your farm, making sure your machinery never skips a beat. Fast, reliable, and always on time. Because during harvest season, every second counts. Keep your farm running smooth with the name that's been there through it all. Kramer Oil. Our family serving yours for generations.
Wrapping up the Star Spangled Banner, I guess there is no coach's show in our lineup this evening.
Yes. Coming right up.
It's coming right up? Well, we'll send it right back to it then.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. You can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
Joined now on our pregame coaches interview with head coach of the Marysville Bulldogs, Tony Trimble. Coach, a 28-0 win at Hiawatha last Friday night. Do you feel your boys executed up to their potential in that contest?
I think overall we played fairly well. Obviously, we got the shutout on defense, and we scored 28 points. But, in the big picture of things, I don't think we played as well as we're capable of playing. I don't think that we've played as well as we have in the last couple of weeks. I think that sometimes we look at an opponent and think that it might be a little bit easier for us, and so I think we lose track of focus on some of the little details that help make us do our jobs better. So I felt like we were let ourselves down a little bit, but obviously very happy about the fact that we got 28 points on the board and pitched a shutout.
Now, we have talked all season about your team correcting those little details in every game. Is that something you're still working on here towards the end of the year?
Absolutely. It was probably the best stat-wise game that we had as far as what we gave the opponent and allowed them to do. But, as a coach, we're never satisfied, and hopefully we can impress upon the kids that there's always room for improvement. And so, I felt like we missed a lot of tackles last week or had a lot of yards after first contact against our defense, and those are things we got to clean up. And there's always something we can work on, and we just got to continue to push the kids to get better at those things.
Now, in tonight's matchup, a game against a tough 6-1 Clay Center team, what will they present to you, and what are you going to have to be prepared for on the field tonight?
Clay Center is probably one of the fastest teams on our schedule. They got a lot of good athletes. Obviously, they had a great run last year, and they returned most of their kids from that team. So they're definitely a high-caliber team. They're ranked in Class 3A, and deservedly so. They've done a lot of nice things this year, and they continued to do that and just kind of beat up on everybody. So great football team. We're just going to have to go out and do everything we can to keep the ball out of their hands and, play mistake-free football and just try not to allow the explosive plays to happen.
Now it is senior night for your Bulldogs team. I know this is only your second year going into it, and these seniors haven't had you for their entire high school experience, but what have they meant to you here over the last 2 years?
Well, seniors are always a group of kids that has spent time in the program, and obviously they haven't spent all that time in this program with me because I just got here last year, but they put their time in. they develop over the years, and then, you know, just through the natural process and the way things go, they become leaders on your team. And anytime that you got those kids that you're thinking about you're not going to have around next year, it makes you reflect and realize what seniors bring to your team and how much value they have. Not a big group, like you said, but they all contribute somehow, some way.
You've been tuned in to the KNDY pregame coaches interview with head coach of the Bulldogs, Tony Trimble. Now don't move that dial as the Bulldogs and the Tigers get ready to square off here in just a little bit. Planning new construction? If it's an outbuilding, storage, home addition, or a new home, the pros at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber will help you put together everything you need from start to finish. They can help you with your design with recommendations and cost estimates, helping you find the right product at the right price. And it's delivered free for you when you're ready when you shop local. Everything you need for your dream home or a simple shed is at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber. Visit with them today.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you'll find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
You're listening to Bulldog Football on KNDY. Jason Brinegar and Brian Crott bringing you the action tonight. And, Brian, we've talked a lot about it. This Clay Center team is loaded. I'm just going to break that down for you just a little bit. 880 yards passing on the, or 869 yards passing on the year, 1,530 yards rushing. Let's just talk about this passing a little bit. Cole Plattson's the quarterback. He's a junior. He's got 808 of those 869 yards. But guess what? 5 different wide receivers have more than 100 yards receiving this year for the Clay Center Tigers. That's going to be the biggest problem that I think Marysville is going to face tonight, except for, well, you know what? They run it pretty well, too. That 1,500 yards rushing, Hayes with 527 of those yards, and Long, they're with over 400. Those are the two main guys. Platson, the quarterback, does do some of the rushing himself, but mostly it's Brody Hayes and Carter Long.
Yeah, so we're going to see a heavy dose of Brody Hayes. He's got 11 catches down the field, 185 yards. I think you just said he had 185.
Yeah, he's one of those 5 with over 100 yards receiving.
So he's going to come out of the backfield. He lines up in a slot position. He's not even lined up as a running back, but he leads the carries on the team by a lot. With 63 carries so far this year, you were probably about to go into the rushing, and here I am jumping ahead, but 527 yards rushing. But Cole Platson, he's going to do a lot of rushing himself. He's got 269 yards so far.
Yeah, he's got 51 carries. Carter Long has 67, so that's where the bull comes from. But what I'm concerned about is the passing being so many different guys that you have against. Makes it now Marysville, on the other hand, hey, they've had a pretty nice year rushing the football, but they're one-dimensional. They only have yards passing on the year, over 1,500 yards on the ground. Will Otot leads that way. He's got 65 yards on the year. Dakota Slupionic right behind him at 558, and then Spicer each have over 200. So, 4 weapons for the Marysville Bulldogs, but it's so one-dimensional. Marysville's passing offense is about catching you asleep. It's not part of the regular regime.
Yeah, which I feel like is the way high school football used to be.
Yeah, sure.
You threw in a pass when nobody thought it was coming.
Right.
Otherwise, it's run. That's the way Marysville plays. Clay Center has the same number of rushing yards as Marysville, except they've aired it out a whole
800
bunch.
yards of passing. So you got some starting players for us?
Absolutely. Let's see here. Starting at quarterback, we've talked about Cole Platson. He's a junior. Listed at running back, we've got Brody Hayes, a senior. You're going to see a lot of him. Owen Craig, he's the other wing. And then Carter Long, he kind of lines up as the fullback. At wide receiver, you're going to see senior Jimmy Gordon. Tight end / wide receiver Weston Hammond. He is a junior. He is, I believe, the top wide receiver for the group, and he kind of lines up as a tight end. On the line is going to be Colton Spellman. He's a senior. Mason Melius, he's a senior. Braylon Berry, senior. Paxton Riles, he's a senior, and Levi Kramer, who's a very large sophomore.
All right.
Got a little senior ceremony going on here for the Rennebaum family.
Kind of neat.
Yep. Big John was here for a lot of our lives.
Yeah. And he took care of this football field for a long time, and the bell down there is Big John's bell now, and that's pretty cool, and that's really nice to see down there. Hey, Marysville starting offense, okay, on the offensive line. Alex Shield one's 190 pounds. Garrett Haber, a senior, at 190. Braden Dorocati, a senior, 250 pounds. Ashton Schaefer is a 250-pound junior. Kemper Eichman is a 250 senior. In the back, Grant Hayes, 170-pound sophomore. Dakota Slupionic, 220-pound junior. And Blake Spicer, 100 senior. Wide receivers, Eli Sedlacek is a 140-pound sophomore. Easy for you to say. And where's Brody? Brody Lawrence is number... I'll get it to you in a minute. But Brody Lawrence is your other wide receiver, and Keegan Waters will run plays with those two. At your quarterback, where it all goes through, number 1, Will Otot, 190-pound junior. Head coach Tony Trimble in his second year. Assistant coaches Ben Berger, Bert Lord, Ben Schaefer, Brandon Schradel, Tommy Brenniger, Landon Wright, and Tyler Bisnett. Tyler, a Clay Center graduate, a little bit of torn responsibilities there.
A little bit of pageantry tonight. It's senior night. We had all those festivities. They announced at every senior of every team. A lot of parents and a lot of seniors were out there on the field, and then we've got the ceremony there for the Rennebaum family. So a lot of pageantry. Hopefully these Marysville Bulldogs can focus on the game at hand.
Regular season finale tonight. District finale tonight. The district championship lies in the balance. We'll have it for you right after this.
Croc Family Insurance is here to help you find the right insurance products to protect what matters most to you. As an independent agency, they represent over 80 companies that allow options for the right products at the right cost. See Brian Croc today for home, auto, commercial coverage, and more. Call or stop by at 1119 Broadway, just west of the courthouse in Marysville. Find them online at crocfamilyinsurance.com. For complete coverage and a competitive quote, reach out to Croc Family Insurance in Marysville.
At Galloway Wiegers and Brenniger, we're about building relationships one client and one issue at a time. I'm Jason Brenniger, and I invite you to visit with me for any legal services you might have, including probate, estate planning, and trust administration. Advanced planning has countless advantages to your family, including greater control and disposition of your assets and tax issues that might come up. Call for a no-obligation appointment today. Check us out on our Facebook page or at gwblaw.net.
October is Cooperative Month, and Blue Valley Technologies is celebrating. Join us on Friday, October 27th for Drive-Thru Donut Day. Swing through on your way to work or school and have breakfast on us at our west parking lot from 7 to 10 a.m. We'll be giving away donuts, hot apple cider, coffee, special merchandise, and 2 chances to win $25 Blue Valley bill credits. We hope to see you on Friday, October 27th in Home City.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Won the toss. They've elected to receive and will defend the west goal. Marysville in all black helmets with the red emblem, black uniform tops with the white numbers, black pants. Tonight, celebrating cancer awareness. Clay, boy, that's kind of red. There's orange as a white. tops with the Bluebirds and the Black Plants Center. They will kick it off left to right on your radio dial. It is go time. Steelers game, the 2023 football. My it has went.
It has gone, but man, the weather hasn't changed.
No, it's hot today.
The AC. Usually the last home game we're bundled up. Don't have to worry about that tonight. It's probably beautiful out there. It's a little warm up here in the press box, but I know you aren't interested in hearing us whine.
No, we'll fight through it.
Yeah,
we'll be all right.
Fight through it. So these Clay Center Tigers coming off of a win over Rock Creek. Really, the final score was not a whole lot different to Marysville's final score, just Marysville with Rock Creek, that is, except Marysville was just on the losing end.
Borders and Shoddy back deep for the Bulldogs. The kick is away.
It is caught at the 5. He's out to the 15, where he gets gang tackled. Maybe got to the 17.
That was good kick coverage there. I really thought Shoddy had a hole there and was going to go for a good long kick return. Instead, it's Marysville 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Will Otot gathers him in the huddle.
Otot, just a junior, one of many underclassmen in this football game for the Bulldogs.
Lupionic stands right behind him.
Another. Fumble.
Ball's down on the first play.
It's gone. Touchdown, Clay Center.
It's scooped and scored by number 6, Weston Hammond.
Well, you can not think of a worse start other than maybe adding an injury to that insult, but that was just Will had a trouble with his couple of his first snaps last week against Hiawatha, didn't put either one of them on the ground. I don't know that this one even made it to the ground. He dropped that snap, and I don't know if the guy didn't just fall off the ground. Quick start for Clay. Didn't need that kind of help if Mary's have any chance here tonight.
Number 18, Jackson Henry, is going to be your extra point kicker. Pick it up. Appears to be good, and it is 7. Clay Center already on top.
I know it takes good hands to place the winning kick. This is Jack Bloomer, holder of the Big 12 champion Kansas State Wildcats. Inline Construction of Marysville specializes in concrete, commercial, and residential construction. Call them today at 785-562-5525 to plan and execute your building project. When you hire Inline, rest assured you'll be in good hands from start to finish.
Crownover Auto Sales is growing. New and expanded inventory with great selection of reliable vehicles at the price you're looking for. Service to back every sale and a welcome hand without a hard sales pitch. Stop by and see Crownover Auto Sales across from Valley Vet, East Highway 36, Marysville.
Welcome back to Homer Hanson Stadium, Pat Landahl Memorial Field, Landahl Family Sports Complex. I like them all in here. Clay Center kicked off to start the game, scooped and scored on the first play of the game. 18-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. Extra points good. Marysville already down 7. Here's your second kickoff.
What a kick.
It's away. Really, really high. Lands exactly on the goal line. Rolls out of bounds. Touchback. Let's see. We have Weston Hammond on that first. Scoop and score. Marysville looking to improve on this drive, and it won't be hard.
No, it won't be. Just don't fumble this for a touchdown, and you fumble it and have Clay Center recover it and play them the was, as long as they don't score.
Will Center, man in motion, cuts up field yards. Initial marking is only 1.
Yeah, you say as many as he really got.
It is start gain up to 21 in Marysville. 11:30 to go here in the first quarter. Already down 0. Subs come in, bringing in the play.
Marysville's been utilizing the tight end more and more as this season goes along. Rhett Wartenberger plays that role for him. This is going to be a 2 wide receiver set.
2nd and 9. Will Otot goes under center. There's your man in motion. Will still has it, pitches. He's up to the 21. Not a yard more. 3 guys clobbered Spicer there.
He got just annihilated after a gain of 1.
They gave him a yard. 3rd and 8.
Look, this is what a really good football team looks like. Clay Center plays this so well. It's disciplined football when you are going against an option team. You have to do your job, and that was done well by the Clay Center defense there.
Brody Lawrence comes in with the play.
3-4 defense for Clay Center. 3 linemen, 4 linebackers. Those outside linebackers walk up on the line of scrimmage. 4 defensive backs, 2 corners, 2 safeties.
Yeah, almost a 5-2. Here's your snap. It's a pass. Caught by Blake Spicer, but unfortunately he wasn't deep enough. The route was pretty shallow. Gain of 3, maybe 4. We'll see where the ball. Give him 3.5. Your call, Jason.
I wrote 3.
Okay. So at 10:05, Marysville's going to send out their punt team.
Shale's going to punt it away here. 4th and 5 at your own 25. You know, I mean, you want to win this football game, you have to take a chance somewhere, and I don't think that this is it, but at some point in time they will.
Right, yeah, this isn't the time to do it now. Clay Center sends in a bull team, not get to Shield. Kick down to the Clay Center 30, where Clay Center will take over 1st and 10. Already up 7 points.
So if they gain 5 yards, and you're just 1,000% happier with that.
Right. Right. So for the first time, we will see Clay Center's offense. Hudson, as we said, he's got quite a few yards passing, quite a few yards on the ground as well. 269 yards on the ground as a runner. But he is not the primary back. That's Brody Hayes. And Brody Hayes is also going to be a primary wide receiver. First play is a dive to Carter Long, fullback. Give him 2 yards, 2nd and 8. Good defense there for the Bulldogs.
It was, and Marysville was coming out with a different scheme. They've been a 4-man front all year long, but this is a 3-man front with basically 5 linebackers.
Yeah, they got a lot more guys loaded in the box. Got Blake Spicer hits Cole Platson in the backfield for a sack. Big loss.
Platson looking to throw, thought he had a man. Spicer on the blitz, didn't have time.
It was play action, so I hesitated because I wasn't sure that he still had it if he was carrying out a fake, but he did have the ball.
-8 on that.
Up. Yeah. Big tackle for loss by Blake Spicer.
Huge play early in this football game. If the Bulldogs want to hang around, they got to get off the field right here.
3rd and very long. And Marysville's in the backfield again. Cole chucks it downfield. Unfortunately, Marysville reacted to the hit, and Marysville loses the wide receiver.
Yeah.
He's not caught. He runs into the end zone. Number 18, Jackson Henry, for a huge 70 yards.
From the 32, right? 68 yards?
Yep, you're right. 68-yard pass. And Marysville had Cole Platson in the backfield, dead to rights, missed the tackle.
I think that was Garrett Avercamp who had him. It might have been Alex. It was one of those two, and he just away from it, and just cool and threw a bomb, and there was no near him. Jackson, within 15 of him when that ball hit him in the hands.
How about the throw?
Oh, it was the bucket.
Yeah, caught the wide receiver in stride, extra point, but hold. So, Clay Center on top of the Bulldogs really early in the game.
Are you done yet? I need to get ready.
Well, maybe you should have gotten up sooner.
You've been in there for an hour. Come on, I need in there.
Does this happen at your home? Would you like to eliminate all the yelling and buy a bigger house? Well, you can by talking with United Bank & Trust about home loans. Go online to www.ubankonline.com or head to your local branch to visit with a loan officer. United Bank & Trust. You bank, we deliver. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Freeze CPA in Marysville has built a heritage of trust and reliability with your accounting, tax, and business advisory needs through the years. Certified public accountant Marcus Freeze, with over 25 years of experience, and his staff continue that tradition of outstanding service to you, the customer, each and every day. Freeze CPA, downtown Marysville.
Welcome back. Brian Crott and Jason Brenniger here under the Friday Night Lights. Marysville already down 13-0 over a very good Clay Center team. Here's a squib kick. Bounces all the way down to the 8. Brings it out to the 20 where he's hit really hard by Weston Hammond.
Nate Shoddy, just a freshman, getting an opportunity back there. That bodes well for the future. And there's a bright future for this Marysville Bulldog program. Just 3-4 on the season. Gave one away against Valley Heights. Probably could have played a better game against Abilene and maybe pulled out a win, but that would have been like the top end of the wins this year. But next year's team really has something to look forward to.
Yeah, a lot of returning young players. Clay Center, a lot of, but that was really talented. He's going to get a pretty number of yards, 4 or 5, just to Jason.
Just his touch.
And give him 5,
yep,
second and 5. Sounds like quarterback Cole Platson in on the tackle, which is always a good sign because he's lined up as a safety, I believe.
That's interesting. You know, a lot are better teams. They try to get their quarterback out off of the defensive side of the football.
Yeah. He might be a linebacker, which is, yeah, he's a linebacker. That is rare. That's tough to take a hit like that all game. Mesh, you get to choose your running back because that Mesh went for 4 yards. Yep. Give it to Slupiana because he gets up with the ball, but Will Otot rode that Mesh the entire 4 yards with him.
3rd and less than a yard, probably about a foot. And historically, what Tony Trimble likes to do here is just quarterback sneak his big, strong quarterback.
3rd and a play comes in. Marysville's trying to slow the game down. It's a good plan, as Clay Center's already been off to a track meet against us. Here's your 3rd and short play.
That's
dive.
Slupionic, and he's got 2.
Yep, first down Marysville. So each drive has improved for the Bulldogs, which is all you can really ask.
Well, that's just how this has to go. 3 yards, 4 yards, 3 yards, 4 yards, and take your time in between.
Yep. Marysville can put together an 8-minute drive here that ends in the end zone and find themselves only down 6 points. The disastrous start turns into a not-so-bad first quarter.
That's correct. And what it needs to be is that it's 6:49 and counting in this first quarter, and that score needs to be with under a minute in this quarter or even later.
Right. Time of possession is going to be big.
That's going to be a false start on Marysville.
There was a jump by the defender. However, he crossed the neutral zone, so it didn't make the ball. Marysville's motion was delayed. It was legal motion. It should not have been a false start call because that was motion.
Yeah. But they got the tackle on this side.
Oh, was
fidgeted after that.
Gotcha.
Yeah. The motion wasn't the issue. It was the on the end of the line, maybe the tight end.
The false start. Had Marysville done that a little sooner, they would have caught a Clay Center defensive end offsides. However, he had gotten back into his position.
You know, it was hard enough to get a 1st and 10. It's going to be quite difficult to get a 1st and 15 here.
Marysville's offense not really designed for that. Brody Lawrence brings in the play, heads out to a wideout. Man in motion, Spicer. Option our way, pitches to Spicer. Makes a couple guys miss, runs right by him. He's going to get the 5 yards that we lost on the penalty, plus 2 more, gain of 7. 2nd and 8 coming up.
So, you know, look, Spicer, 2 carries, 8 yards. Slupionic, 3 carries, 11 yards.
We got coach down.
Uh-oh.
He got hit pretty hard there, got his legs taken out from underneath him. I can't tell who it is, but it is a coach. He is not doing well.
Uh-oh.
Marysville takes their helmets off and goes to a knee.
Well, we'll take this break right along with them. 13-0 Clay Center, 6:12 to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Recent news and weather reports tell us that the storm season is already in full swing. This can mean devastating hail, damaging winds, tornadoes, or all of the above. Last summer, we saw locally firsthand what kind of damage these storms can cause in just a few moments, not only to your crop, but also to your bottom line. Adding crop hail to your risk management plan is a very easy and economical way to add full coverage for the full value of your crop. Rates are great, and now is the time to get those crops insured for that storm that may be on the horizon. Call Tammy today at Alliance Insurance, 785-562-2393 for more information and quotes. And thank you, farmers, for all you do.
At Reflections, you will find a treasure trove of items and gifts backed by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Shop your Hallmark Gold Crown store for the biggest selection in greeting cards, Christmas ornaments, gift wrap, home decor, and gift ideas for all your celebration and personal needs. In addition, Reflections offers custom framing services and specialized Black Squirrel products, along with your favorite K-State and KU fan gear. Shop Reflections in downtown Marysville today.
Welcome back, Brian Schrott and Jason Brinegar here. As silent as I've ever heard this stadium. I think it's louder when it's empty. Still haven't been able to identify which coach for Marysville is down.
Yeah, the water station is right in front of us, blocking our view. But as you mentioned, though, it appears as though they're working on a lower, an extremity, leg. Ankle.
Working on a leg, which we consider a very positive thing, and that it is.
Scooped him up, and it was Coach Lord. Yep,
Mr. Lord.
Mm-hmm. And he's going to be extremely upset that they paused this football game for him.
Yep.
And they brought a car, and he's not going anywhere. He's going to sit down on the bench and continue to coach, I am certain.
He refuses to go.
Marysville's facing a 2nd and 8. It's their third possession. The first one was a one-play fumble that a Clay Center defender scooped up and went for a touchdown. Then Clay Center immediately kicked off and got a 3-and-out. And then Clay Center on their third play had a 68-yard pass. Boom, 13-0 Clay Center before you ever really got your seat warm. But here's 6:12 to go in this first quarter yet. Marysville did get a first down on this drive, facing 2nd and 7 after the Blake Spicer 7.5-yard run. And we're back to action here.
You take away a 65-yard pass from Jackson Henry, and Clay Center negative.
Yep. And Platson did a great job. He had his face that he had off before he make that throw.
Yeah, he did. All right, second down play. Willow Todd and hurdles the defense for 3 at least. Well, we'll see where it's been.
Yeah.
Yep, 3 yards, so it's 3rd and 5 after the 2nd and 8.
And, I talked about how you're going to have to take some risks in this ball game, and how 4th and 5 from your own 25 wasn't it. I do think you have to, unless this play goes negative or 0, you have to think about this is 2 shots at it.
So I definitely hear you. Down 13-0, you obviously think about that more, but Marysville showed some promising things on defense. Handoff to the second man through. I believe that's Spicer. He's going to get 3 yards to bring up 4th and 2, and based on the play call, Coach agreed with you.
Yeah, so it's a short 2. It's probably only about 4 feet.
Yeah.
So, look, if you're not going to get this 1 yard, you're not going to win the football game.
Sure.
I think that's the mentality that they have here, and I'd go for it, and I like it.
Yeah. Bulldogs down 13, going for it in their own territory on 4th and 1. Man in motion. Quarterback keeper for the sneak, and he's going to get at least 2.
At least 2.
Where I see him getting up, he deserves more yards, but the spot's not that friendly.
No. Marysville gets a fresh set of down. Their second first down on this drive. They're now at their own 45. 4:45 to go in this first quarter now. And again, Clay Center came off to that hot start, and Marysville's trying to just slow all that momentum down and take over the pace of this game, which is slow and steady. It's the tortoise and the hare, and we're the tortoise in this example.
District champion will be crowned here tonight, I bet.
Maybe.
So same play we just saw was just ran on 1st and 10, and it goes for 4.5 yards.
And it's for on that. It's hard to tell. Todd is giving the ball to Slupionic or
So that time Will with the ball, and I think he just followed that time. I think it was more of a follow that time.
You had Will on that?
I did.
Okay.
Will got up with
next
the ball.
door. They called Slupionic.
And they have binoculars, so they're probably right, but I had Will on it. Here's your 2nd and 5 play. This one's definitely Slupionic for a first down into Clay Center territory. Give him 6. So Marysville doing exactly what they need to do on offense. Methodically moving the ball up the field, burning the clock, 3:37 and counting to go here in the first quarter. Like I've said a few times, Marysville down 13-0. The first play of the game was an 18-yard scoop and score for Clear. Marysville not starting the way they wanted.
10th play of the drive upcoming.
Will's under center for the Bulldogs. Going to be Will, I believe, with the carry. 1 or 2 yards is all we can give him here. Yep, Will gets up with it. Brian Cook agreed with me that time.
Just 2 on the carry, and they're having some good fortune inside, with both Dakota Slupionic and Will Otot. And I just wonder if that doesn't eventually make that edge vulnerable or play action. I would love to see some play action based upon what we've seen with the good offensive line surge and the ball going upfield on these plays.
Otot's 1 for 1, 4 for 5 yards so far today. This is pass. He's going to scramble smartly. Up to I thought he was going to get to the 5. Didn't quite do it. He's going to be a yard shy. Defensive tackle there. He tried to continue out the fake of the pass. I think he should have hit in lower shoulder.
Once you're past, you get to convince the guy that's throwing the football.
And that's what he did, and instead of falling forward, which Will Otot is great about always falling forward.
And that's one of the few shots I've seen a guy actually get on him this year.
He folded him up. Folded him up for no more yards. So 3rd and 1 now. Clay Center knows it's coming inside. And it is. Will Otot, I believe, with the keeper again. Give him 2 more yards. Yep, Slupionic did not get up with it.
Interception.
Brian Cook over there announcing that the entire Clay Center defense tackled Will Otot.
The surge up front by the Marysville offensive line is a lot to like. They've basically been winning at the line of scrimmage, even if it's just 2-3 yards. That's all this offense needs. There's not been any broken tackles. There's not been any big gainers, but this drive, which now is at 1:12 in this first quarter, has taken a long time, and that's huge.
Yeah, we started this drive at 8:30. This one's a handoff to Hafley. Does a good job getting the second level. Gets leveled.
Lit up.
Yeah, that was number 20 that lit him up. Owen Craig, he's a junior, about our size. Jason?
This whole center defense is stolid. I have not seen one missed tackle yet.
Yeah.
Otot on the scramble, he wanted to throw it, didn't have anybody to throw to, found and went and got it. That's probably been the one flaw that I would say so far in this game from the Clay Center defense. Everything else has just been Marysville's been a little bit tougher. And that Slupionic, his helmet is a yard from back.
Mm-hmm. He might get a 3rd and medium, 3rd and 5, exactly medium.
Mm-hmm. And Trimble, I'm not afraid of that at all. Every play you'd like to see go for, but on the other side of this 3rd down, because this first quarter is going to come to a close. It's 13-0 Clay Center. We'll be right back.
Whether you're a new homeowner or have lived in your house for years, we know how important it is to you. I'm Dave Savage with Blue Valley Insurance. Homeowners insurance doesn't just protect your house and property, it also protects your belongings, yourself, and your guests. You put a lot of hard work into providing a home for your family. See Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville for the best combination of homeowners insurance coverage to protect your hard-earned investment.
Update your home today with a new look from Feldkamp's Furniture Mart. See their tremendous selection of living room, dining room, and bedroom sets and furniture, as well as bedding, accent pieces, appliances, and more. Financing options for any budget up to 24 months with no interest, as well as free delivery, making buying local easy. Shop Feldkamp's Furniture and Flooring in Marysville today.
Welcome back, Pat Landahl Memorial Field, Landahl Family Sports Complex. Brian Trott, Jason Brenniger, bringing you some second quarter action. Marysville Bulldogs down 13-0. The first few minutes of this first quarter didn't go very well.
No, they didn't. And I'm gonna circle back to this field. We don't know how good we have it here. I was in Hiawatha a week ago. You couldn't see a darn thing. The lights were terrible. The grass is well past its prime. And, I'm not disparaging Hiawatha. What I'm saying is that that could also be us. But what we have here is this perfectly turfed field, these great lights where you can just see everything. There aren't the dark corners like we see when we go on sometimes. Our press box could use a lift. We're inside.
Yep.
It's a good structure. So we got it pretty good up here.
Do indeed. Marysville so far on an 8-minute, 5-second drive. It is 3rd and a short 5 coming up for the Bulldogs.
Hey, you want to guess how many offensive centers are ran? That is correct.
Yeah.
3 offensive plays is about to have their 15th offensive drive. So why in the world is Clay Center up 3-0? It was that disastrous start.
Yep.
And 2 great defensive plays. Then in the half of the third one, everything looked great. I don't know why we're stopping play here. Maybe to get Bert off the field.
Yep.
Looks like they're going to stretcher up Bert and take him away in the ambulance, and that's kind of but that's a real bummer. But I know that guy's a trooper, and he didn't want to do that.
Right. Yeah, he was refusing to hop on the gator, and finally the medical crew came over. The medical crew came over and took a look at him right away. And you know what? I think you're going to go back with us. But here's your 3rd and 5 play. It's a pitch to Hafley. Hafley trying to get the edge. He does not get it. He's going to lose a bunch of yards. What do you do here?
Oh, you got to run your best play in the playbook because you can't punt from the 32. The wind isn't blowing. Maybe you try to put 3 on the board, but you're not going to beat Clay Center scoring field goals.
But, man, that'd be a cool field goal to make another 50-yarder. Right?
It would be. It would be, but
yeah.
I just want to go back to we were getting 3, 4, 5 yards of pop up the middle.
Yeah.
And then we tried the edge in a crucial situation, and it went for minus, 2, 3?
Yeah, 3. -3 for Hafley there. Yeah, Hafley really needed to race to that edge.
He hesitated.
Yep.
It's easy to say, okay, Clay Center or Marysville's going to take a timeout. We'll take it right with them. We'll be back right after this. 13-0. Clay Center leads Marysville early second quarter.
How would you like to have a steady job with a schedule that works for you and your family? You're in luck. Tension is hiring operators and adjusters at the Marysville plant. If you like to take things apart and put them back together again, if you enjoy being part of a team, if you're looking for flexible work with competitive pay and benefits, this could be a great match for you. Work for a company you know you can trust. Visit tension.com/careers to learn more and apply.
Unlock a season of savings and fall road trips with Michelin tires from Mike's OK Tire. Now through October 27th, get $70 via reward card or virtual prepaid card after online submission with a purchase of 4 new Michelin passenger or light truck tires. See MichelinMan.com/autos/deals-promotions-and-rebates for complete details. Offer expires 10/27/23. Void where prohibited. Complete details at Mike's OK Tire in Marysville.
Welcome back to Friday Night Lights here in Marysville, senior night. Clay Center Tigers are on the and they're also on top, 13-0. Marysville facing a 4th and 8, and they have decided to bring out Lowry.
This will be a 49-yarder.
49-yarder.
He got the 53-yarder on his resume.
There's the snap.
Nope.
That one's not going to quite get there. It does get to the end zone. We've talked about this a little bit. That's the same as punting it to the end zone.
That's correct. This Clay Center is going to take the ball at their own 20-yard line. was worth a shot there because if you punt from there and it goes into the end zone, it's the exact same result. And it's hard to ask a punter who's a sophomore who is an offensive and defensive lineman at practice. It's not like he goes over to in the college and the pros where he goes over to the side on practice and just practices punting over and over and over. Yeah, it's just too much to ask. I think that's a much better thought. Hey, here's a chance for 3, but if we don't get 3, it's the same.
Yeah, I really like Coach Trimble's approach on that. First down, Clay Center. Pass. Completed. Not enough for a first down, but close.
Number 9, Means.
Sam Means. He's got a decent, he's one of those 100-yard receivers on the year. We mentioned in, he's got 2, 3, 4, 5 receivers over 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
One of them, second and short. The run. First time we've seen him.
Yep.
He's going to get a bunch of yards. Give him 12, I think.
More 14.
Yep. Give him a couple more.
Yeah, his first carry of the night. Of course, only their 5th offensive snap, and the first 2 weren't very productive. One went for 2 yards, the other one went for -8.
Yeah, for all-purpose yards, he's over 700 on the year, so he sees the ball a lot.
Clay Center doesn't huddle. They've got they've checked their wristbands. 3 wide receivers to the far side, 1 to the near.
Quarterback run, nearly tackled in the backfield by the Bulldogs. He's going to dash forward for a gain of 3. That was Slubianic. Nearly had him.
Just missed him.
2nd and 7 now. Slubianic knew exactly what that play was as soon as it was snapped.
Well, Clay Center doesn't try to surprise you. There are no tricks or hidden gems. They just say, hey, we're going to be better at this than you are going to be at defending it. And to a 6-1 mark this year, they've largely been better at this than you are at defending it.
Marysville winning the battle of the trenches, but it hasn't turned into any offense or defense for them. It's a pass, thrown downfield. Open receiver, Will closes on it, nearly picks it off. Quarterback Cole Platson really lightly aired that out. Had he thrown it on a line, that would have been a touchdown.
Yeah, that's exactly right. He floated that thing out there, and Otot had plenty of time to come over and knock it away. I think that was his counterpart, Jimmy,
the other
receiver, number 1. But Otot did a good job there. When he comes to the sidelines, maybe.
A little knee-on-knee action.
Was it?
Yep.
Well, that's just a little pain. That'll go away. It'll start hurting when it feels better or something like that.
We started practicing basketball. I've already had some knee. Yeah, pretty common. It off. 3rd and 7 at completion. Backward pass. He's going to get broken.
Fast.
30.
There's no catch.
20-10 touchdown. It's a backwards pass. So that's a run.
54-yard rush for a touchdown.
54-yard run.
And that was, it wasn't anything fancy about that at all. Quarterback Platson took the snap, turned, deliberately threw a really good pass to Hayes, who came around the edge, had a nice gain, broke 1 tackle, and then he was off to the races.
Clay Center, as you heard Coach say earlier, they're known for their speed. They can run sideline to sideline a lot better than every other team, and they proved it right there. Here's your extra point. Just missed the last one. He did not miss that one. Kicked it into the scoreboard. So we've got Clay Center 20, Marysville 0.
Since 1976, Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions has been your farm and home marketing team. Let the experienced family team of Tom and Rob Olmsted and brother-in-law Tom Kirkland guide you when buying or selling a home or farmland. Delivering timely, honest, and professional guidance, visit olmstedrealestate.com to view current listings and auctions. Your farm and home marketing team is Olmsted Real Estate and Auctions.
310, sold 300. That's buyer 52.
Nordis Motor Company in Marysville has several pickups in on trade, including a like-new 2022 Chevy Silverado 1500 model. It's a Z71 edition, a local trade-in. They have a 2021 Chevy Colorado four-wheel drive, also a one-owner local trade, and a 2017 Chevy Colorado four-wheel drive, Z71, with under 38,000 actual miles. Used pickups in on trade, plus new Chevys as well, at the Nordis Motor Company.
Welcome. Stadium, Memorial Field, Landau Family Sports Complex. Marysville Bulldogs down 20 over Clay Center. 9 to go halftime. Deep kick. Fielded, not at all.
Shot it.
Rolls into zone smartly, just let it go. Usually you want to try to return at the high school level because 20 is not great field position.
That's correct.
However, Clay Center has proven that their speed is superior. I believe Marysville's stronger. I still believe we're winning the battle in the trenches. We've got penetration in the backfield on every Clay Center play, but that doesn't matter. They're not running up the gut. They're running sideline to sideline, or they're chucking the ball down the field.
Right.
First down, Bulldogs. Starting on their own 20. Will Otot shakes off his injury on the defensive side and is back out there. He's going to run it on first down for, I thought, no gain, but
maybe one, maybe two.
Judges, they're giving him a couple.
Almost two, yeah.
Now.
Well, moved it back to one.
Yeah, the middle guy moved it back to one.
Why do they do that to me? I already wrote it down.
I know. The side judges were indicating a couple. Yeah.
Well, and they had moved the chains, and that's where I thought I was safe to write it down. Hey, would you believe that we are sharing this booth with a petrified frog?
Really? Oh, yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
It's been here all season.
Yeah. I thought about getting rid of it, but I kind of like it.
No, it's part of the decor now.
Exactly. 8:30 to go until halftime. Bulldogs down 20. Will Otot under center. I don't think he handed it off to Fluvianic. He kept it for 2-yard gain. 3rd and 7.
So the Marysville offense stubbed its toe early with that fumble and then the quick 3-and-out. Had a nice 15-play drive that only resulted in a missed field goal attempt, though. Now they're facing a 3rd and 6 here. 8 minutes to go in the second quarter. It's been all Clay Center, 0-0. Clay Center had their first lead 12 seconds again, and they haven't looked back yet. Needs to do something better out here, or they're going to be facing a possibly.
Pass. A lot of practice, but the pass is completed to Spicer at the first down markers.
Good job by Otot.
We'll see where it's ball spotted, but I think it's first down. It is.
It is. From the 24 to the 31. 7 yards.
Yeah, 7 or 8 yards.
Mm-hmm. Will Otot already 10 more yards passing than he had a week ago. It was windy, and they didn't need to throw it too often, but they did. Will Otot was 0 for 10 throwing the football.
Marysville, the winners in Hiawatha, 28-0. Is that right?
That's correct. And it really wasn't that close. I mean, Marysville at halftime had 3-1 outgained Hiawatha, and at the end of the game had more than 3-1 outgained Hiawatha.
Because of that win in Concordia, this is the last regular season game, but not the last game of the season for the Bulldogs. They will move on. First down play, Will Otot keeper for 2.
Let's be generous and say 3.
Do it.
Yeah, Marysville, again, will qualify for the playoffs under this new format. They're going to go on the road. Most likely they'll be in Heston next week. That kind of fate was sealed. I mean, look, stranger things has happened. Is Marysville going to come back and win this football game? No, probably not. Could they? Is it with them in the realm of possibilities?
Yeah.
Sure, and we'll hold out that hope.
Yeah.
But what they're facing now, what they're looking like now is they'll be the number 3 team. Concordia could pull something off in their game against Rock Creek. Then the 3 seed goes to the 2 seed, which appears to be Heston on that cross district.
Dive up the middle. Should be Slupianic. Initial indication is a couple.
Give him 2.
Marysville style, get 2 or 3 every play. It worked last drive.
Slupianic, 6 carries, 24 yards, so he's right at yards per carry.
That side. Left the game and left your purse in the press box.
That's right. That's why we're the wrong folks to talk to.
Yep. 3rd and 5 play is.
That
penalty flag comes in.
It's only 2 things that can be. That's on the offense or a face mask on the defense.
Yeah. The angle that it was.
Personal foul, chop. There's the third thing that it can be.
You're wrong, Jay.
Okay, well,
illegal block.
Illegal type of blocking, yes.
But weird angle for that.
Sure is. Now, here's the question, though. What do you do if you're Clay Center? Do you let them have the 2 yards, take the 4th and 3, or do you make them go? Because it's a personal foul penalty. They'll probably make them go 15, and they're going to march it back. If that's a 5-yard penalty, I don't know that you take it.
I agree. Well, Marysville's proven they can get.
Yeah, but I don't know that you do it inside of your own 40.
Sure.
I just don't know that you do it.
Sure. I mean, down 20, you do it.
Right? Well, that's the interesting question. There's a couple philosophies on that as a head coach in this particular situation. Is the look, I'm every chance I can from here on out, because if I don't take them and win them, I can't win the football game. Some other coaches take the approach, and I'm not sure which is right or wrong, but I can't let this thing get to 60-0 because of my coaching decisions.
Yep. Yeah. The same. So Marysville went into Hiawatha, beat them 28-0. I believe Clay Center went into Hiawatha and put up 75 on them, and their backups allowed 1 or 2 touchdowns, so it ended like 75-14. Here's your third and very long play. It's going to go for a loss, -2. Here comes the punt team. Yeah, on 4th and 4.
Yeah,
you're probably punting
now. There's going for it and 2 or 5 your own 40. That's river building.
Sure.
Going 4th and 20 from your own 22 is a 5.
It's just psychotic. Here's your narrowly gets away. Caught right field. Brody Hayes makes a couple guys miss. He is speedy.
Still on his feet. Shifty runs, too.
I like the way he cut that back up.
Mm-hmm.
Had he broken 1 or 2 more tackles there, he goes the distance. He runs like a next-level runner. I'm not sure he's big enough and fast enough. I don't know. But he sure runs he makes decisions like a next-level running back.
Now, see, Marysville would have been able to convert a 4th down at the 42. Clay Center takes this ball at the 38. So it's basically 4 yards from where the first down marker was for the Bulldogs. So Clay Center with incredibly positive field position, already enjoying a 20-0 lead, 4:58 to go in this first half.
Bo Platson in shotgun. Brody Hayes behind him. Marysville hits the quarterback as the ball's in the air and unfortunately falls harmlessly to the ground. Hafley, I thought, had a beat on it. It was just a little outside of his reach.
When those balls are in the air like that, it's anybody's guess. It's usually the defense who can come back to it easier, and there just wasn't anybody in the area. So Platson, 2 for 4, 77 and a touchdown.
Marysville doing a good job penetrating on defense. Platson gets the shotgun snap. It's a quarterback run. Going to get a ton of yards.
Oh, man.
Gets all the way back to the safety, so it's a first down on 2nd and 10.
Probably give him 12 on that. He's got 3.
From the 38 to the 26, 12 is exactly right.
And then they don't huddle, and so the offensive linemen go and they get down. They don't even check to the sideline. Some of these offensive linemen are looking. They have no idea until they hear the numbers from Platson at his signals.
Yep. There's your snap. And around is Brody Hayes, not making anyone miss, but it's almost 10 yards.
Mark that. It's going to be just short, so give him 9. He's already got 77 yards on only 3 carries, one of them a 54-yard touchdown. That gain of 9 was his shortest run of the evening.
Wow. 4:10 to go until halftime. Marysville down 20-0 to the Clay Center Tigers. Clay Center, a very good football team. Pass here on 2nd and 1. Caught. Not in the end zone, but inside the 10. Or right at the 10, so give him 7.
Means his second catch of the night. Well defended over there by Keegan Waters. It's just a well-thrown football that kept it to the outside. That's a tough throw for a quarterback, those long outs.
Good route. Quarterback keeper here. Down to the goal line. I don't think he got in. I think he's short.
But I do think he's going to be really, really first down.
Yep. second and inches. Oh, no, first and goal. There was a first down to be gained inside the half-yard. Oh, no, they did. They put the second down. According to the sticks, there's a first down to be gained inside the 1.
This is marked almost exactly at the 1.
Your second down play from the 1-yard line. Platson walks into the end zone. His first rushing touchdown, but he's part of his second.
Yeah, not thrown for 1, ran for 1. All he's got to do is catch 1.
There you go. 1-yard run.
Were you a part of that a few years ago when we had a Marysville player do that against Clay Center, run for 1, throw for 1, catch 1?
I probably would have been there with you.
Was that Clay Center?
Yeah, it probably was.
Yeah.
I don't remember. Look, my angle, it is 27-0 Clay Center.
After the storm, Cromie Lumber has everything you need to build it back. If the roof needs repair, build it back with quality shingles, including hail and wind-resistant styles, as well as metal roofing options. Let them help guide your best decision as to what's right for your home. Storms or not, is it time to update your home's windows and doors? Cromie Lumber can get a free estimate with whatever fits your needs. Increase energy efficiency, improve the looks, and make cleaning them easier. Glass and screen repair always available as well. Cromie Lumber has everything you need to build it back. Shop local. Shop Cromie Lumber, Marysville, and Washington.
If you're 50 or over, it may be time to switch your auto and home insurance. The AARP Auto and Home Insurance Program from the Hartford is now available through the Copeland Insurance Agency in Marysville. Discover rates, benefits, and service designed for AARP members, plus extra savings when you insure both your auto and home. Call the Copeland Insurance Agency in Marysville at 619-6220. That's 619-6220. Or visit copelandinsurance.net. Certain policy features not available in all states. Applicants are individually underwritten. Hartford Fire Insurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut.
Welcome back to Homer Hanson Stadium, Pat Lando Memorial Field, in the Lando Family Sports Complex. Brian Trott and Jason Brenniger bringing you some Friday Night Lights action. Clay Center, a very good football team, proving it here 27-0 over the Bulldogs in the first half. 3:32 to go until halftime. Blake Spicer fields this kickoff at the 20. Going to get a 6 or 7 yard return. Marysville's offense not exactly designed to go 70 yards in 3 minutes, but I'm not sure that they're even going to try.
Well, and you're going to, and so almost always the unwritten rule is that I don't care how bad the score gets in the first half, it's full throttle, full go. Mm-hmm. And I think you'll see that here from Clay Center. And then the question becomes about when do you start filtering second guys? Well, with the district sign, you put it up so Clay to the right than ordinarily.
I knows them. Hand off to the second row, not Spicer. I think it is Spicer.
Mm-hmm.
Get 2 yards.
This is the problem. This is designed to get 4 yards at a pop. Lately is yards and played into 4 first down. Certainly can't have penalties. Now, to me, that's the number one most forgivable penalty an offensive lineman can commit is that illegal chop block stuff, because sometimes you just didn't know that your guy that you just went and cut was also engaged with someone else up high.
Right.
And it's tough to figure that out.
Yeah, you can't be mad at them for blocking inside.
Right.
They weren't, they weren't holding him.
Oh, boy.
Hand off to the second man through.
Wish somebody would have blocked there.
That was Hafley. So Marysville, I thought the offensive line was doing a really good job this game. Of course, it's really deflating when your team comes up down 27. And you talked about Clay Center going full throttle. Here they are taking a timeout. Yeah. They want the ball back.
They want the ball back. We'll take a quick break, too.
Landall Company in Marysville is expanding and looking for career-minded individuals who want to work for a stable company that's been in business for 60 years. Currently hiring welders, painters, assemblers, fabrication, and maintenance. Experience preferred but not required. Competitive wages, merit increases, annual raises, and promotions. $2 per hour shift differential for second and third shift. 4% attendance bonus based off your gross weekly wage. Apply online today at landall.com.
At RX Drugstore, the staff at your locally owned Health Mart Pharmacy is proud to support the Marysville and area communities. This is where they choose to live and work. It is important for them to get to know you, their customer, as they provide prescription, over-the-counter, and durable medical equipment services to meet your healthcare needs. They take pride in offering fast and friendly hometown service. RX Drugstore would like to thank you for keeping it local and appreciates your business. Stop in and see them in downtown Marysville today.
10 play. So direct quarterback keeps it. We'll get up half 30 and place it another now. Take it right.
Have you tried banking with us on the internet yet? It's faster and more convenient to bank from your own home whenever you feel like it. Best of all, banking online is safe. With your private username and password and software meticulously crafted to ensure the safekeeping of your account data, your online transactions are quick and secure. Another quality banking service from Citizen State Bank of Marysville, Waterville, and Hanover. Quality banking since 1907. Member FDIC.
Save money and get free stuff. Seriously, download the CJ Go app before you fill up next time and earn exclusive deals and rewards. Earn points with every fill up and redeem those points for dollars off your purchase. Download the CJ Go app and use it at all CJ Express locations. Join, shop, and save with CJ Express in Marysville and Frankfort.
And another score.
Welcome back to Homer Hanson Stadium. 4th down for Marysville, about to punt the ball away. The Clay Center Tiger, very dynamic offensive player, Brody Hayes, is back standing on the Clay Center 37-yard line. Brody to receive this. He's thinking end zone.
Marysville's possessions. Punt, missed field goal, punt, block.
Block field goal.
Scoop, and he fell down.
He fell down inside the 5 where Clay Center will take over. 58, I think. Nope. 53, Colton Spellman. He's a senior offensive and defensive lineman. He blocked that kick, came in from the edge.
You ever blocked a punt? Oh, it hurts.
Yeah.
Arm was whooped for a week.
Turn blue.
Uh-huh.
And every time, the best paint. I like it. 5. Play center, under center, rare. You know,
he didn't. And it was a strange path he took to get to where he did.
Yeah.
I think if he takes that to the edge, he just walks right in. But he cut back into a ton of traffic.
Clay Center trying something a little different. They've been in shotgun all day, all night. 4-yard gain for Brody Hayes there. 2 minutes to go until halftime. Clay Center already on top 27-0. Handoff in for a touchdown. That's fullback Carter Long on the 1-yard touchdown run.
Well, a fumble for a scoop and score, a block punt setting up 1st and 5, an inability to score any points in your own offense, and it's 3-0 with this extra point looming. Henry's been pretty good at nailing these. He did miss one.
Kick is up. Kick it very deep. It is good. 34-0 Clay Center.
We'll keep it here. Push through hard on those commercials. We thank you to all of our Bulldog Sports boosters. It's what makes these broadcasts possible. You can catch these broadcasts on 94.1 FM, 1570 AM, streaming live on the app, or just tell your device to play KNDY Radio. Hey, that's Jason Brenniger and Brian Crott. We're bringing the action here. Max Blasky is on 95.5. He has Hanover and Frankfort. So check that out if you want to while we're at halftime. But halftime is still 1:49 away here, bro. All Clay Center.
Yeah, it started right away, 14 seconds into the game. Well, really the first play, 18-yard fumble recovery for a touchdown. And Hammond for Clay Center. And it hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
No, it hasn't, and I was afraid it happened. There were ways in which it could keep from happening, but fumbling first play from scrimmage was really not any kind of a that was going to be a positive night for Marysville.
Yeah, I think if teams play each other. Clay Center probably comes on top 10 times.
Yeah.
There's an outside chance that Marysville gets one of those, but the way that tonight started, it's definitely not going to be one of those. Deep kick for Clay Center, fielded at the 4. He's up to the 10, 15. Clay Center's been covering kicks really well. Oh, they've been covering kicks really well, and this time they knocked the ball loose.
Yeah, Shoddy fumbled the football, picked up by Clay Center at the 16-yard line.
And this was out of hand, but got worse.
Yeah, and look, and again, it's definitely the rule that there is no mercy in the first half.
No.
You go get everything you can get first half. And so Clay Center is going to try to score with 1:42 to go and one timeout at their disposal and just 16 yards to go to pay dirt.
Here's your first down play for Clay Center. The pitch. Up inside the 10. Not enough for a first down, but give him 8 yards. That's running back number 20, Owen Craig. First carry, I believe.
Yeah, it is.
I had to look for his name.
7 on that carry.
So Owen Craig is the mirror to Brody Hayes. They both line up as wings.
Only 145 yards on the year on 17 carries for Craig.
False start is going to be allowed. False start was allowed, and Slupiani's holding his hands up like, what are we doing here? But really, it works out fine for the Bulldogs.
Get too long on that kick.
3rd and 2. Brody, pitch it to him. He's racing to the edge. The man to beat. Doesn't do it. But I believe he does get a first.
I think he got first down, not by his speed, but by it.
Got out of bounds, which will stop. 1st and goal for Clay Center. They do have 8. So running up the middle is not off the table.
Give Hayes 4 on that.
Clay Center looks to the sideline for the play. They've got it. Look at their wristband. Platson goes under center. It's a dive up the middle for maybe a yard. Not much, though. Beats middle linebacker Slupianic.
Long has 434 yards of rushing year, only 4 carries for 6 yards tonight.
False start on Clay Center. 2nd and 4.
So they called this one.
Yeah, they missed the one plays ago. Slupianic makes the tackle on their fullback Carter Long earlier and stands up like, hey, you just going to let him cheat?
As if they needed to.
Right.
34-0 Clay Center. 22 seconds to go in this first half. It's been obviously all Clay Center, and they're knocking on the door again. 2nd and goal from the 9.
20 seconds to go. Platson throws into the end zone, too high for his intended receiver. Sounds like it was intended for tight end / wide receiver Weston Hammond. Already has a touchdown on a pick or a scoop and score. 3rd and 9 for Clay Center.
This Marysville song. They come up with a big stop here. Be good for their keep going forward.
Yep. 16 to go. It's a pass by Brody. 9-yard pass and catch for Clay Center to put up a point. Brody Hayes doing what he's done all year, and that's being involved in the offense.
Yep. Platson 4 of 7, 93 yards, 2 touchdown passes, 1 a long 68-yarder.
To make it 41, extra point pending. Kick is up and good. 41-0 Clay Center on top.
Make every job easier with one stop at Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axel Lumber. For any project inside or out, if you're a professional or do-it-yourselfer, get the tools you need, including Milwaukee, DeWalt, Stanley, and more. Battery-operated tools offer the convenience and mobility with the power to get the job done quickly every time. Stocked with all the blades, bits, and accessories for your convenience as well. Check out the power tools selection today and get the work started on your schedule with Hometown Lumber in Marysville and Axtell Lumber.
Welcome back. Clay Center just extended their lead 41-0 on another Marysville turnover.
Yeah, block punts, couple of turnovers, inability to really move the ball substantially, even that 15-play drive. You know, they started at their own 24 on that, and they still had to settle for a 43-yard field goal attempt. So, I mean, it wasn't even good then. But what it did do is it kept that Clay Center offense off the field. But when they've been on the field, man, they've just been phenomenal. Touchdown, and all 5 positions, the 6th touchdown coming defensively.
Here's your kickoff. Boomed! End zone, touchback, Marysville, 11 seconds. I mean, what else do you do other than take a knee?
Oh, you don't do anything but take a knee here. Maybe you go ahead and run a dive play. Lupionic, see if he can break a tackle and rumble all the way down to sure don't. Your playbook here to run the risk or the sack that would cause a fumble, risk any injury to OTA.
Circular formation. Here's your snap. It is going to be the dive. I'm not sure if Slupionic has it or will, but either way, it's to halftime.
Give a top 4 on that. All right, we'll take a quick break and then summarize this first half for you.
Hop in, let's go to Honeyman Ford in Seneca, the best place to be.
Skip the drive. Come see us right here in Marysville, Kansas. At Honeyman Auto Sales and Service, you'll find the same honest sales experience backed by the same reliable service. With the same goals in mind, our Marysville location is sure to provide you with a satisfying vehicle experience. Find us on Facebook or stop in at 1122 Pony Express Highway today.
Have you driven a Honeyman Ford lately?
Welcome back. So Marysville on their senior night heads into halftime down 41-0 behind Clay Center Tigers. Started on the first play, an 8-yard scoop and score. Weston Hammond for Clay Center. Extra point was good, 7-0. Still in the first quarter, 68-yard pass from Cole Platson to Jackson Henry. Extra point was missed, 13-0. That's how the first quarter ended. That quarter of the 2 quarters. Second quarter started off with a 54-yard run by Brody Hayes, 20-0. Ended with 3 touchdowns for Clay Center in the last 3 minutes. 1-yard run by Cole Platson, 27. 1-yard run by Carter Long, 34-0. 9-yard catch by Brody Hayes from Platson, 4-1-0.
That's the most played first half.
I would take
Marysville 28, Clay Center 22. Clay Center snaps, 209, 15 of them on the ground for 126. Platson 5 carries 20 yards and a touchdown. Hayes carries 85 yards and a touchdown. Craig 1 carry 7 yards and Long 4 carries for 6 yards. Cole Platson throwing the football 4 of 7, 93 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 to Jackson Henry and 1 to Brody Hayes. Means has 2 catches for 16 yards. Henry's was a 68-yarder. Hayes was for 9. Clay Center 22 snaps, 219 yards. Marysville 28 snaps, 76 yards. 26 of those rushing the football for only 66 yards. Ota 11 carries, 30 yards. Spicer 5 carries, 14 yards. Flupionic 7 carries, 22 yards. Hafley 3 carries, -2 yards. Throwing the football 2 for 2 for yards. So the stats bear out in mind what the scoreboard says, but the turnovers have made it worse. Clay Center 41, Marysville 0 at the half. We'll have second half action for you right after news, weather, and local sports.
Generations have relied on Kinsley's of Marysville, the Padden Funeral Chapel in Frankfort, Hanover Mortuary, Ward Funeral Homes of Lynn and Washington, and Landreth Axtell Funeral Home. you can continue to rely on the professional experience that they provide and the heartfelt concern that they offer each family that they serve. Caring concern in your family's time of need.
Join now on our halftime coaches interview with Mary Kessinger-Wassam, head tennis coach at Marysville High School, who just wrapped up a runner-up campaign at state tennis last week. So, Mary, after you've had a chance to set back on the season and reflect a bit, what were your overall thoughts from it?
Just so excited for that season and the anticipation of the whole season that we were gonna give it everything we had to try to bring the title home. And runner-up is very honorable. And when you step back, you start to really see that. In the race, sometimes you're just trying to do everything to make that happen. But now, just looking back, and the team was so excited. They were so proud that 2 years in a row of state runner-up and to know what that takes.
I know you mentioned you as a team finished runner-up, but how did the girls do individually?
Shay Kramer, she took third in singles and only lost that one match at state. So after she lost the semifinal match, and it lasted about 2 hours and 45 minutes. So for her to come back after that when she wanted to be in the championship and win that one, that speaks highly for Shay. I mean, that's a really tough thing to do your senior year. For her future, she's going to go and play at the college level, and she's just going to get better and better. So I'm excited for that. And then in doubles, the doubles team of Rose Latta and Cadence Spurgeon, they paired this year together, and they took sixth. And they're only they lost to the state champion, and then just at the end, they're in a really tight match. So it was exciting to see, that they had only lost to that level of a team. And then the other doubles team of Kate Fries, who was a new state qualifier, and Aubrey Veering, they did a great job and took ninth. And I think their record of the state tournament was like 5-2. They had 7 matches. So a lot of tennis and in 2 days. And it was, that was good. That was good to see them all respond. And then Grace Winkler in singles, she lost, but her matches that she did win, she earned points for our team, so that we would not have taken runner-up had she not scored those points.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe you guys won the league again for the 4th straight year. How big of an accomplishment is that?
I would say probably 4th this time. We've had some big runs. I think we've had 13 in a row one year, for a streak at one time. So we're at 4 for this streak, and that's, that's what's fun, is to try to set that, try to beat that, those different things for, a team. That's kind of a fun thing to do, to have those goals against other years, competing against your own, past teams and the alumni. That's kind of a fun run. And the league continues to get stronger. So like next year, it will be strong, and it will be tough to, repeat that. So that's always a good challenge.
Now, I know you have been around this senior class all 4 of their years. What have they meant to you over the last couple, and speak on their accomplishments?
I'm going to miss the senior class. They've been part of the varsity for a long time, and they hadn't had seniors above them for 2 years before this year. So just to see them really just keep growing as leaders. And I'm just really going to miss this group, because they were very special.
Again, our congratulations goes to Mary Kessinger-Wassam and her girls tennis team for the Marysville Bulldogs on their 2nd place finish at state tennis last week.
Friday night football action. It's senior night as Marysville entertains Clay Center live on AM 1570 FM 94.1. In our Friday feature game, it's senior night for Hanover, hosting Frankfort live on FM 95.5. Senior night for Valley Heights, hosting Smith Center in district play. Axtell is home to Donovan West, Washington County at Rock Hills, Lynn at Blue Valley, Centralia's at Pleasant Ridge. Again, our broadcast features Friday, Marysville hosting Clay Center, and Hanover home to Frankfort.
It's a great time to be a Wildcat.
It's good! The Wildcats are champions of the Big 12!
The
defending Big 12 champions hit the turf right here all season long. Join us Saturday as the Wildcats head to Lubbock to take on Texas Tech in a Big 12 showdown. Our coverage begins at 4 on your home for Kansas State Wildcat football.
On Classic Country 1570 and 94.1 FM KNDY.
At Galloway Wiegers in Brenniger, we're about building relationships one client and one issue at a time. I'm Jason Brenniger, and I invite you to visit with me for any legal services you might have, including probate, estate planning, and trust administration. Advanced planning has countless advantages to your family, including greater control and disposition of your assets and tax issues that might come up. Call for a no-obligation appointment today. Check us out on our Facebook page or at gwblaw.net.
Croc Family Insurance is here to help you find the right insurance products to protect what matters most to you. As an independent agency, they represent over 80 companies that allow options for the right products at the right cost. See Brian Croc today for home, auto, commercial coverage, and more. Call or stop by at 1119 Broadway, just west of the courthouse in Marysville. Find them online at crocfamilyinsurance.com. For complete coverage and a competitive quote, reach out to Croc Family Insurance in Marysville.
They all put me up. All right, welcome back to Homer Hansa Stadium. I didn't even realize Jason was bringing us back. We still got 5 minutes to go until the second half action. My wife messaged me and said, "Hey, are you guys? Are we bringing the team back out?" Well, heck yeah, we're going to bring the team back out. We're down 41-0 to Clay Center here on senior night. However, these JV backup kids, they need some time too. So we'll have a continuous clock in the fourth quarter. Let's see, into the 45, and so we will cut into the second out here. This is kind of end of the way that I think anybody about it was predicted. Clay Center's going to finish first. Creed is handling Concordia in their matchup. Second. Marysville will finish third. Concordia will finish fourth, and they'll all get playoff games. I watch this going to have to go in week 9 matchups. Both teams don't have wins. Will be the end of their season. I think which Trinity, that's that team. Marysville is staring down the barrel of that's the unfocused train happens out there in that district. And it'll be the 3 seed, has to be the 2. It'll be on the road. Hey, taking on a 2 seed and a 3 seed, that to me is really an right? Just being on the road. Yeah, it's a little tougher to go the 3 hours or so. Heston, much right is, he'd like to have Heston come here, but I think Heston is the matchup that favors Marysville much more strongly than some of the other teams like Clay Center or Wamego and Abilene. Abilene's holding their own game for Wamego, and I think it was like 24-14 at half Wamego. The real game that is of interest to us is the game of the year, game of the week. I'm not going to score on that. If you have one and you're listening, pass it along to me, please. So that's what we got going on here tonight. This game, of course, is out of hand. It's 41-0 Clay Center. Marysville off to that very poor start. Played pretty well in the middle portion of that first half, and the wheel kind of fell off after that second quarter. But action will be on this game after we have these commercial messages from our Bulldog boosters.
October is Cooperative Month, and Blue Valley Technologies is celebrating. Join us on Friday, October 27th for Drive-Thru Donut Day. Swing through on your way to work or school and have breakfast on us at our west parking lot from 7 to 10 a.m. We'll be giving away donuts, hot apple cider, coffee, special merchandise, and 2 chances to win $25 Blue Valley bill credits. We hope to see you on Friday, October 27th in Home City.
Have you ever wondered what sets Sunflower Community Credit Union apart from the rest? It's the power of ownership. When you join Sunflower Community Credit Union, you're not just a customer. You're a member and an owner. Sunflower Community Credit Union is a member-owned, nonprofit financial institution that places our members' needs as our top priority. We're here to help you grow your savings, manage your finances, and achieve your dreams. Visit Sunflower Community Credit Union in Marysville, where ownership matters.
Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance, providing high-quality coverage and service, all at a competitive premium cost. Since 1888, Bremen Farmers Mutual has offered homeowner, farm owner, business owner, fire, and inland marine coverage. Dependable and affordable. See your local agent representing Bremen Farmers Mutual Insurance. Learn more about the various insurance products offered by going online at bfmic.com.
Cashback on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great. But with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cashback on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Are you hungry? Because everyone left after the asparagus sorbet.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cashback. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
We're going abroad for the first time in years, to Spain. So we started using Babbel.
And started learning Spanish fast.
With Babbel, you can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas? ¿Cómo te llamas?
When you learn a language, you want to actually use it. Babbel is designed with that goal in mind.
In just 3 weeks, we're starting to have conversations in Spanish. Gracias, Babbel.
Babbel, language for life. Now try Babbel.
KNDY.
All right. Trying for action. Stay tuned for that report. But in the meantime, we are ready for second half action. 41-0 Clay Center. Disappointing first half, to say the least. We'll see what this second half brings. Marysville is going to fight to keep that from being a running clock. That's going to be the goal. I'm sure it's even one of the things they talked about. Let's keep from this being a running clock.
Yeah. You hear the banging? That's people above us. Lowry's kick. Fielded at the 22. First guy brings him down. Oh, but I
don't know what that's going to be. That's Cam Wetter with a great special teams play there.
Yeah, he threw it at number 35, and number 35 is leaving the field for Clay Center very unhappily. So I'm wondering if he got caught holding. Oh, blocking the back. He blocked him right into the tackle. So not only did he help him make the tackle faster, but he also got a flag thrown on him. Like I said, he leaves very unhappily because he knew he got caught. So the okay field position turns into not very good.
And that's right. Clay Center is going to have to start from their own 17-yard line. Certainly their worst field position of the game started at their own 38, their own 20, the Marysville 38, the Marysville 5, and the Marysville 16.
Your starters for Clay Center are on the field, I'm guessing for just one possession. The flip to fullback for a first down. Carter Long, I believe. Yep.
Long didn't get anything going in that first half. He's the second leading rusher on this team, but he only had 6 yards in that first half. They might run a few plays here to get him more involved.
Yeah, I didn't even see him with 434 yards coming in this game. He carries the ball a lot. Brody Hayes, the main feature back. This one's going to number 20, Owen Craig. He's going to get down the field for an 8-yard gain. Sounds like Schaefer was in on that tackle. They've got binoculars over there, so I'm not going to argue with them. Will Otot hits that knee again, so he comes off a little shaken up. 2nd and 2 now.
Brody Lawrence and Paxton Vogt playing the safety positions tonight.
Man in motion is Brody Hayes. Dive to Carter Long. Not enough for a first down. It's going to be 3rd and inches.
You got a report. Did we get a better line out of that?
Much better.
All right, good. Glad to hear it.
So here's your 3rd and inches. And talk about a statement first play or first drive stop here. And he does. The quarterback sneak. He ends up getting to the second level. I really like the way Marysville's defensive line is played and offensive line, but unfortunately, Clay Center's just really quick side to side.
Yeah.
And Marysville's linebackers, safeties, maybe not as fast side to side as Clay Center. First down, Clay Center on their own 42. Pitch to Brody Hayes. Gets the edge, but only for a few yards. I think Slupianic tackled him, but he's really slow to get up. hobbles himself.
Yeah, both Hayes and Slupionic kind of hobbling coming away from that. Hayes still... Slupionic
he is.
seemed to be holding a hand. Hayes limping a bit, but here he's back into the mix. Clay Center running in more of that double tight, or more traditional flex bone now.
One's going to fullback. Oh, he just runs people over.
Yeah.
He's going to go the distance.
55 yards on that run by Mr. Long there, who Carter Long hadn't really been part of the onslaught, but he's joined the club now.
So with 9:33 to go in the third quarter, we hit the 45-point rule, which means the clock will continue.
Touchdowns and timeouts will stop it. Otherwise, it will not.
5-yard run for Carter Long. Extra point is up and good. We'll take a break. We'll be right back.
I know it takes good hands to place the winning kick. This is Jack Bloomer, holder of the Big 12 champion Kansas State Wildcats. Inline Construction of Marysville specializes in concrete, commercial, and residential construction. Call them today at 785-562-5525 to plan and execute your building project. When you hire Inline, rest assured you'll be in good hands from start to finish.
With new and expanding inventory and great selection, Crown Over Auto Sales in Marysville is here to serve you. Backed by the service and handshake deal you trust, Crown Over has what you're looking for. But if they don't, talk to Andrew or Ethan about special ordering your next ride. Check out everything on their lot, located across from Valley Vet, East Highway 36 in Marysville, or check them out online at crownoverautosales.com. Friendly service and honest work. That's Crown Over Auto Sales in Marysville.
Shoddy and Waters back to receive the kickoff for the Marysville Bulldogs. Clay Center just expanded their lead from 41-0 to 48-0, which does make it a running clock here in the second half. Fielded at the 4 is Shoddy. Gets up to the 16-yard line, where he is tackled by a slew of Clay Center Tigers. Clay Center's special teams has been exceptional.
Yeah, every aspect and phase of their game has been exceptional. The only kind of flaw has been maybe the offensive line has had a couple of hiccups, but, the skill guys from Clay Center have overcome that with broken tackles. Mm-hmm. Cole Platson, give him just a ton of credit. He shook off a would-be sack and threw a 68-yard bomb.
On 3rd and 15.
Yep.
So, first down Marysville. Otot off the edge, making people miss himself.
Nice 7 yards, or maybe even 8.
Yeah. See where it officially gets. Might be 9.
Yeah, we're going to give him 9.
Wow. All the way up to the 25-yard line from the 16. 2nd and 1. So 8:26 to go in the third quarter. As I said, we're not a whole lot. What do we say? Timeouts and touchdowns will be the only thing that'll stop the clock.
Yep.
Marysville, with the way they move offense, will likely take this into the fourth quarter. Lupionic dive up the middle for a first down.
Especially if they can get first downs.
Yeah, typically this would be a clock stoppage moment, but because of the 48-point deficit, it's not now. So it takes a little longer to get the chain set up, so you get a little extra time on the play clock. Marysville uses all the time on the play clock anyway. If it was a closer game, they would be hurrying up, but given the score, they're going to take the time.
You got to run this offense just as if you would if this were a 0-0 football game.
Will Otot under center. Hands it off to Blake Spicer, I believe. Nope, Hafley.
Hafley with a nice carry there.
Good run by Hafley. Give him 9. When you get 9 yards on first down, it kind of opens the playbook.
It does. It does. You're not quite. You want to do that in the middle of the field. Second and short in the middle of the field is where you have to be mindful as a defense where these big shots will be taken. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're quite there yet, but maybe something intermediate might be on the books here.
See, Marysville's wide receiver is hustling up to the line. See what the play is. It's going to be a dive up the middle. Slupionic off to the races. with two guys on his back, though. Hard to beat a guy in a foot race when you have two on your back. But, man, he carried them for about 15 yards.
Yeah, 15-yard carry on that Slupionic. One bright spot there for the Marysville offense. 9 carries, 40 yards for Slupionic.
Wow. Yeah, he carried two guys that time. He didn't care.
Dakota's a big guy, too.
He is.
Listed at 220.
In Clay Center territory. Spicer in motion, dive up middle of the Slupionic again. Give him 1, 2, 3, 4 more. And when your fullback's getting 4 yards of carry, it's a good night.
Yeah, you don't stop. You don't stop doing that.
Do it until they stop it. 6 minutes to go in the third quarter.
I look around on Clay Center. A lot of the starters are still in the game or not? I don't think so.
I'll take a better look. I have their starting lineup. Will Otot off to the races. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Will Otot. No flags. Marysville adds a score of their own.
44 yards for Will Otot on the option to the far side. Turned the corner. Not exactly the speedster, but he turned on his jets, had the angle on everybody. I'm just certain that was a JV defense, unfortunately, though.
You say 44?
Yep.
Here's your extra point. Extra point is good. Marysville's on the board, 48-7.
Farmers, they're the lifeblood of America. The men and women who tackle the toughest jobs to put clothes on our backs and food on our tables. They might do it quietly, but their genuine values and tireless work ethic are an inspiration to us all. Some might say farming is a thankless occupation, so that's why we're taking the time to say thanks. Farm Bureau Financial Services, protecting what matters most.
Patrick Booty in Marysville is your local agent with Marshall County, Farm Bureau Insurance, and Farm Bureau Financial Services.
Agriculture. Our country was built on it. Our children are fed by it. No one quite understands the unique needs of the farmer like United Bank and Trust. Whether you raise crops or livestock, you need the right equipment at the right time. Our ag loans can help you acquire and maintain that equipment when and where you need it. Contact one of our experienced ag lenders today. United Bank and Trust. Banking for your way of life. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
Welcome back. Friday Night Lights here in Marysville. Senior night for the Bulldogs. Clay Center Tigers come in and put up 48 unanswered. Put in their second teamers, and Marysville finally gets a score of their own. Lowry to kick off for just the second time. Good boot there. Over Brody Hayes' head into the end zone. He decides to bring it out. Can't. You're not allowed to. That's right. I knew that, but I was as excited as he was.
Yeah, and I like that rule because, and I also like that it only comes out to the 20. I love that if you have a weapon like that who can get the ball that deep, you're going to force that other team to go 80 yards.
The kickoff is thought to be one of the most dangerous plays in football. And so at all levels, you're seeing a lot of changes to the kickoff.
Sure, but if you think about it from a kickoff return perspective, especially when you can get to 25 in college and the pros, just take your knee and take it from the 25. What good can happen, what bad can happen if you try to return it? Fumble, penalty, injury.
Sure.
It's not worth the risk. Give me the 25 and let's go.
Here's your first down play for the Clay Center backups. We're going to be absolutely awful at calling this. It is, I believe, backups across the board now.
Yeah, and so to the utmost disappointment of all of you, I am certain, I am putting my Clay Center stat sheet away. I no longer care, and if you do send your complaints to Brian, he'll happily take them, log them in, and send them to me in a spreadsheet.
I'm thinking like drip mail, campaign them into your office.
Okay.
2nd and 5 for Clay Center. It's a dive up the middle. He's going to go for 7 yards.
Clay Center quarterback now is what I do with the Clay Center roster. There it is.
Well, while you're working on that, Paxton Vogt and Eli Sologic in on the tackle. I'm going to do that.
Number 8, Aiden Gordon is the new quarterback for Clay Center. He's a 5'10", 141-pound sophomore. Number 3, Caben Schaffner is one of the running backs.
Aiden Gordon has 6 attempts for 61 yards passing the ball in varsity games this year. Clay Center being as good as they are, they've had some opportunities to put their backups in. This run's only going to go for a yard. Number 64 for Marysville is Josh Musel in on the tackle. And I love that these JV players are getting some time. And I'm going to say their name every opportunity I get, even though he is a senior.
Yeah. Even
more glad that on senior night he's even able to get in.
Get some snaps, you bet. Yeah. A lot of that Marysville defense, though, I mean, is still, Vogt plays varsity football. I see Eli Sedlacek still out there.
Looked like some of them were just trying maybe some different positions. Paxton Vogt in at safety. You get Will out of the game. Pitch, number 25 of Clay Center.
That's Isaac Gurton.
He broke maybe 6 Marysville tackles.
170-pound senior.
This is Clay Center obviously poised for a...
sophomore. I said senior.
You did, and I believed you. Clay Center poised for a deep run into the playoffs here.
Oh, sure. There's a lot to like. The balance, when you have over 800 yards passing and over 1,500 yards rushing coming into this game, and, before it stopped mattering, they had 126 on the ground and 93 in the air. When you have that kind of balance, and the special teams play that they get, I like it.
Mm-hmm. Dive up the middle here on 3rd and 1. Going to get plenty for a first down. Since you're not keeping score, I'm going to count less. First down, Clay Center.
Gurton has taken over that fullback role. Number 4, Hayden Calavoda is a junior. He's also in that backfield. In this, the second squad is playing for the Clay Center Tigers, which makes a ton of sense. And it lasted about as long with the starters as I thought they would. They would get one drive in that second half and then put them on ice.
Yep. Good opportunity here for Clay Center to rest their starters. If they are poised for the run that we think they are, they're going to take a lot more beatings. No gain here on this pitch.
77, Thomas Spurgeon. Number 33, Paxton Vogt in on that stop.
Isaac Gordon, or Gurton. Were we calling him Gordon? I don't know. Isaac Gurton was the running back there. Nearing midfield is Clay Center. Minute to go in the third quarter. In case you're just joining us, welcome. But it's 48-7, Clay Center. Tigers on top of the Marysville Bulldogs. We're in Marysville on senior night. Here's your 2nd and 9 play for Clay Center's backups. It's a pass. Completed. Makes a man miss up to the 40 of Marysville, where he's tackled out of bounds. They signaled to stop the clock, but the clock operator smartly did not.
Walker Henry, Jr., he's just a 135-pounder. Good rollout there, though, by our new quarterback. Who did I tell you that was?
Aiden Gordon, yep.
Aiden Gordon. Aiden Gordon is number 8, and he is the quarterback. And then we have...
Isaac Gurton.
Yes, there you go. Thank you. You're way more on top of it than I am.
Well, yeah, it's confusing. And I believe this is Gurton this time for about 7 on first down.
That's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter. 48 for Clay Center, only 7 for Marysville. Fourth quarter coming up right after this.
Freeze CPA in Marysville has built a heritage of trust and reliability with your accounting, tax, and business advisory needs through the years. Certified public accountant Marcus Freeze, with over 25 years of experience, and his staff continue that tradition of outstanding service to you, the customer, each and every day. Freeze CPA, downtown Marysville.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance as you. In this moment, what matters is that your independent insurance agent and the company that stands behind you have you covered. Please come see the girls on Broadway at Alliance Insurance, 785-562-2393.
At Reflections, you will find a treasure trove of items and gifts backed by a friendly and knowledgeable staff. Shop your Hallmark Gold Crown store for the biggest selection in greeting cards, Christmas ornaments, gift wrap, home decor, and gift ideas for all your celebration and personal needs. In addition, Reflections offers custom framing services and specialized Black Squirrel products, along with your favorite K-State and KU fan gear. Shop Reflections in downtown Marysville today.
Thanks for tuning in to the Bulldogs Friday Night Lights edition here in Marysville. Clay Center 2nd and 4. There's a dive up the middle. If you're at home but you were at the game earlier, I have a black book bag style purse that is now sitting behind me. If that's yours, please come back to the press box and claim it.
And Brian would like to buy it from you.
I would not like it. It's not my color. Matches my shirt too much. 3rd and inches. We are continuous clock here in Marysville. 48-7. Marysville gets their first score just a few moments ago against the backups. Pitch. I'm not sure they ran that play correctly, but Girton takes it for a first down. I'm pretty sure he was supposed to be the lead blocker, and that was supposed to be a pitch to the tight end. But, hey, you can try.
That was one thing I did not know about the running clock. Once it hits, it's gone. It goes.
Yes, yeah.
So now that it's only 41, it doesn't matter.
It stays, yes.
Okay.
That's true in basketball as well. If you hit the 45-point rule, it continues to go no matter what. I did double-check the Keisha ruling prior to saying anything. This one is a pitch to the tailback, number 4. Couldn't get the edge, so we smartly cut up to the middle for a 5-yard gain. I like it.
Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back.
There is a difference. Oh, what a difference.
When you invest with us, you are helping the local economy. We keep your money working right here in our area. Our interest is local. Invest here. First Commerce Bank. Experience the difference. Member FDIC.
No two farms are alike, and at Blue Valley Insurance, we understand that. That's why you'll get farm insurance coverage tailored just for you. We look at your individual situation and help you figure out the coverages that make the most sense for your farm, all at an affordable price. No matter what you grow or how big or small your farm, we can help. Your roots are in farming. Ours are in protecting you. Blue Valley Insurance in Lynn, Greenleaf, Hanover, and Marysville.
Before you ran up. Welcome back. Clay Center down to the 15-yard line of Marysville. The black purse has been found. That was part of the delay. We heard banging on the door.
No, the delay was I pushed the 2 button, and it doesn't always work. And the good news is the boss knows that, too.
Yeah, 1st and 10, Clay Center. Hand out to the second guy through. He's got a couple guys to beat. Can't do it. Good job by the Marysville defenders there stopping him. But he gets 6 yards on first down.
Yeah, a lot of fresh faces, but still mostly a varsity unit out there. At least guys that play one side or the other. Some of these guys maybe don't play defense but play some offense or vice versa. But a lot of, you do have a new middle linebacker. But Cam Wetter's still out there. Eli Sedlacek, Brody Lawrence, Keegan Waters.
Here's your second down play. 8 minutes to go in the ball game.
Still on his feet, all the way down. First and goal, it'll be around the 3 where the Marysville Bulldogs defenders finally take him down.
Yeah, there was a pile on the 8, but the ball was not at the bottom of it.
Paxton Voigt's a nice story. He didn't come out for football initially, but saw what was going on, went to a football game, realized he'd made a mistake, went out, got caught up on everything, and he gets snaps on Friday night, and he's a nice addition, and hopefully he learned his lesson that he needs to be a part of this, and he'll be out all year next year in his final senior season.
Love it. 7.5 to go. Aiden Gordon under center. Pass. And it's no. It's incomplete. It bobbled for a very long time.
He had several chances to catch that football.
I thought his jersey said 22, but I don't see one in the score or in the Clay Center book, so I won't even be able to say who was juggling that ball. But
Tristan Kramer, I thought, number 21, wasn't it? No? You're right, it is a 22.
22, but yeah.
Well, somebody probably forgot their jersey.
But the kid got in anyway. Good for him.
Right.
Pretty good pass there by Aiden Gordon.
Mm-hmm.
Marysville defender gets to it and does a great job breaking it up.
Gordon's a sophomore. The starter is a junior, Cole Platson, so he'll have to sit behind Cole again next year.
Pitch to Girton. Hit very hard at the goal line. I believe he fell it. Nope.
No, they're going to mark him short.
3rd and inches.
We're going to go under 6:30 to go in this football game.
This snap won't happen until 5-something. Sounds like Musil in on another stop. Marysville's got some big guys in there really hoping to
Boy, that ball is just right on the goal line, isn't it?
Really hoping to try to keep any additional points off the board. 3rd and inches. Gordon's going under center.
Well, it's going to be 3rd and 5 now.
Musil blew up the left guard of the Clay Center.
He did.
He blew him up. And that right there, folks, is typically how you fail to convert in the red zone. Is a false start inside the 5, inside the 1 in this case.
Yeah, that was just basically grab the ball, fall forward. You should probably get a touchdown. But now you've got 3rd and goal from the 5.
See if they change their play call at all. In motion, it's a pass. Rolls out, completed. That time he catches it. Caught by...
I think that's Walker Henry, isn't it?
Number 11, Walker Henry. You're exactly right. 6-yard pass and catch. With 5:20 to go in the ball game. Clay Center moves past the 50 mark. 55 points pending. Plenty of time. There's your snap. Kick is up. Extra point is good. 55-7. Clay Center on top.
For reliable trash pickup and roll-off service, call on Temps Disposal. Containers sized to meet your needs for residential, commercial, and construction jobs. Always prompt and professional, Temps Disposal serves Marshall, Washington, and Gage counties. Let them go to work for you. If it's their weekly collection schedule or one-time pickups for construction, moving, or cleanup, Temps Disposal in Marysville is a phone call away at 785-562-5360.
Napa know-how.
Locally owned, locally operated, your Napa Parts store in Marysville offers Napa parts and accessories, plus the tools, equipment, and supplies you need to get every job done right the first time. The right tools at the right price, plus Napa know-how. From your locally owned and locally operated Napa Parts store in Marysville, Enan's Automotive.
Napa know-how.
Farming is your way of life. State Farm agent John Bannister gets that. State Farm's farm policies are designed to deliver broad, flexible coverage customized to how you run your operation. Protect what you've worked hard to build. John is proud to tailor coverage to meet the vast needs of your farm. Contact State Farm agent John Bannister, 1022 Broadway in Marysville today.
Welcome back. Senior night here in Marysville. Clay Center just extended their lead 55-7.
Clay Center's a really good football team, you guys.
Yeah. Kick out of bounds, I believe. Oh, he got it to stop. Wow, that was impressive. Ball was kind of stalled out right on the 30-yard line. Marysville smartly picked it up and ran it up to the 35.
So you got to remember, Clay Center beat Wamego. Mm-hmm. And the Wamego team that Marysville played, Marysville had no chance against. And although this game is way out of hand, and Marysville had no chance really here tonight, I just never felt like wow, this shouldn't be happening, you know? I mean, yeah, I guess maybe it was that 15-play drive in between the first and second quarter.
Yeah. First down play for Marysville. Is going to go on the ground the same way the first play of the game did.
Yeah, that's Keegan Waters at quarterback. Going to gets
back
recovery.
On it.
Recovery, yeah.
Marysville having a lot of turnovers, special teams issues.
Yeah.
Clay Center just very clean.
Yeah.
Taking care of the ball really well, but not afraid to take chances at the same time.
No, and just a really nice balance in the play calling, a nice balance in who controls the football for them and what they do with it.
4 minutes to go in the game. Dive for the Bulldogs.
Nice
good
forward progress run.
That good hard run for the Bulldogs. Couldn't tell who got up with that, could you?
It's Rivera.
3rd and 7. Couple more plays here will be the game.
3:30 to go in the ball game with that running clock and nobody interested in stopping it with a timeout.
Motion. Handoff up the middle for the dive. First down run.
Nice job by Rivera and the Bulldog offensive line continuing to push.
Yeah, Marysville's offensive line has done really pretty well all year. Or, excuse me, all night. But year two, that...
Yeah, there haven't been any real, cross-face issues or getting blown up or big penetration. It's just that Clay Center doesn't miss tackles.
Right.
And, 2 yards isn't going to cut it, even though the surge is good up front. The linebackers come clean, and they make the tackle, and they just do a good job of bringing the player to the ground.
Yep. Here's your first down play. Pitch, nearly high.
Well, Cam Wetter, nice job.
Yeah, good run.
Finished that run hard, delivering the blow. That's one of the things that a running back has to learn, is that just because you have the football in your hands doesn't mean you can't be the one that delivers the blow. And Cam Wetter learned that there and did a good job finishing that.
The handful of freshmen heading out onto the field. Always good to see them getting some playing time as well. Sophomore Keegan Waters, man in the ship.
And Waters will be the backup again next year. Will Otot just a junior, but it'd be nice to have that capable, competent backup in that role in case something would happen.
2nd and 4. Still a couple more plays to go in the game. Dive.
Boom, another
by Rivera.
Rivera, another hard run, finishing it on top of the tackler.
This one's for a first down.
Yeah, you're right. Probably with 1:35 to go, we're probably down to our 3rd play, or 3 plays before this game will be officially over. It was unofficially over some time ago.
Man, it sure felt like it 14 seconds into the game when Marysville put the ball on the turf and Clay Center scooped it up and ran it into the end zone. First down play is a pitch. Ball hits the ground, though, again. Almost on cue. Clay Center gets on top of it. They'll take a couple knees and end this out.
Yeah. Unfortunately, shoddy with 2 turnovers here tonight. But fortunately, he's a freshman, and that is some experience. When you do it, and when you fumble the football in a game, that's a mistake. When the game is over, it becomes an experience from which you can grow from, learn from, talking about how ball security is such a big deal, learning how to secure the football, those sorts of things. He'll grow from it. Nate Shoddy's got a bright, bright future on this football field. Unfortunately, it just wasn't here tonight.
Yeah, these freshmen that they're getting time out there right now is really great for the program for the long term.
Well, especially next year's team. I think next year's team's going to have some really high hopes, and you're going to need those young guys to fill in.
Thought it would take more than one knee, but it doesn't. It just takes one. That's the ball game. 55-7, Clay Center on top of Marysville. We'll take a quick break and we'll wrap it up.
When you rollers send for Schroller. For complete body repair, see Jeff at Schroller Collision Center. A family business for several generations, let Jeff and his quality crew help you with your auto needs. Schroller Collision Center, 701 Carolina, 562-3546.
Kickafer and Bussing, certified public accountants in Marysville and now in Seneca, are qualified and available to assist you with all of your income tax and accounting needs. Stop by and visit Ken Kickafer, Kent Bussing, or their staff of certified public accountants and paraprofessionals. For prompt and friendly service, contact Kickafer and Bussing at their 2 locations, 1100 Broadway in Marysville at 562-2100 or 508 Main Street in Seneca at 336-2400 to set up an appointment. Kickafer and Bussing, where quality begins.
A disappointing end to the regular season. Marysville falls to the Clay Center Tigers 55-7. It was Clay Center early and often. Clay Center led at the half 41-0, and it was just a running clock through most of the second half. So Marysville falls to 3-5 on the season, 2-2 in the district with wins over Hiawatha and Concordia. Will put them into the playoffs, but most likely on the road next week. I'm pretty sure we'll have it. I haven't decided if I'm going just yet. Keep your fingers crossed for me there. Jason Brendiger and Brian Crott bringing you the action tonight. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk to you next time.
At your service 24/7, on air, online, and on our mobile app. News, weather, sports, and more. Yours from KNDY.